Hello, and welcome to Business Focus, produced by the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce. My name is Angela Inzerillo of Impact Business Solutions. I'm privileged to be your host as we kick off the 2023 season. Welcome and Happy New Year, everybody. First up, the lovely Miss Robbin Shefski with Smart Business Options here today to talk to us about the fabulous opportunity at the Chamber in our Lead Share program and referral networking, a great way to kick off 2023 and grow in your business. Next up, the fabulous Miss Cheryl Brunner with Assistance League of Northern Virginia and all that they're doing in the region to impact children. So you want to definitely stick around and hear her story. It's fabulous. And then last but not least, our travel guru, Mr. Anoop Mittra with Cruise Planners, here to talk about all that awaits you in 2023 for travel. Let's go meet them. So for my first guest, please welcome Ms. Robbin Shefski with Smart Business Options here today to talk about the Reston Chamber's Lead Share program. Robbin, love you.
Hello, Angela. Thank you for having me on today.
I'm so excited to have you. You have been an active member for so many years, so that you are perfect. You are out there, you're networking, growing your business, and we thought, what a great time of year to share about Lead Share and this great member benefit of the Chamber. So yeah, before we get started about all that funness, tell us what you do because you're
absolutely. So I actually am very passionate about helping families and business owners and seniors protect the most important things in their lives. And really what that comes down to is their family. I work specifically with the largest web brokerage, and I'm an insurance advisor. So I help people navigate that insurance world, reduce their cost, look at what really resonates coverage-wise with them, help them with the vast amount of experience that I have, which is 22 years worth, and make sure that they stay on track. And then I'm there to service them throughout the year. My service doesn't run anything. I work with all of the insurance carriers. And what I found over the years is while health insurance continues to evolve, it's very complicated. Oh, yeah. People find it really difficult to understand. I've been through just about every scenario. So I'm their backup and their go-to. And most importantly, what I'll do is give them the straight and narrow and always be extremely transparent with them to really help them throughout the years, from the time that they're eligible to the time that they get on to Medicare.
Yeah. And you said it, you're an advisor. I mean, when James and I started our business in 2009, we had no idea what to do. And thank God for you.
Well, thank you very much. It's always a pleasure.
So we've had a great opportunity to meet through the Chamber, but also, now that you've been active in Lead Share for a number of years, what would you say is Reston Lead Share?
So Reston Lead Share allows you to really take your relationships to another level, right? The Chamber is a large organization with a multitude of incredible businesses, but we're all there to really help one another get to know one another. And so creating that intimate relationship can be difficult with a vast amount of people. This allows you to really get to know one another very personally and understand how your strengths and can be assisted by one another, and to obviously make sure that there's no weaknesses that you continue to show while you're doing business. So, it's good reflective in order to work with people. It allows you to build relationships. It allows you to grow. And there's always an educational component to all of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the relationships are key. So what would you say is the number one thing you've gotten out of it?
Yeah, the one thing that I have gotten out of it is, for me, it continues to obviously grow my business. I would say that Chamber business represents at least 50% on an annual basis, year in and year out. But I love the relationships. I have created such incredible friendships, learned so much about not just other businesses, but my community at large. And I feel like I'm always on top of what's going on in the area, along with being able to support the groups and feel like I'm supported.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like all the members of the group, both groups that the Chamber has, are very involved in the community, not just their business, not just the Chamber, but the community. So you're right, they're an extension of us, they're an extension of our sales team, but more so friendships,
Absolutely.
Safe place too. So, you're out there networking in many different groups as I am, but you are definitely up there with a majority of different types of groups and organizations. But how would you say lead share, Reston lead share differs from most of the other ones that are out there?
So I think Rest and Lead Share really does allow you to understand the inner workings of how relationships happen in order to build your business. So the chamber, again, it's a large entity.
Yeah.
Rest and Chamber, first of all, I love our group. I think we're fantastic in so many different ways. You'll find that the most engaged people typically are in lead share. The ones that are really leading the business community happen to be there, but it's not by happen chance. They understand that you've got to create those relationships, and they're looking for the right group that really resonates with them. And Chamber lead share is the way to do it. It's the way to understand exactly who's in the chamber and then create those bonds, create those, because we're always looking for either our end user, our client, or we're looking for our synergistic partners. And if you approach the chamber membership like that, and then hone down, which is what lead shares allow you to do, to create more of a substantive relationship, then you blossom.
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. Well, now that we've gotten everybody excited about it, let's share. Come visit us. So Robbin and I happen to be part of the Wednesday lead share that meets the 2nd and 4th Wednesday of the month at 11:30 at the chamber right there in the Comstock building in Reston. And there's also another group that's meeting virtually currently. So they meet the 2nd, 1st and 3rd Tuesday at 11:30, but this is all on the website. So go check it out. Come visit. You can visit, see which, what makes sense for you, where it's an individual industry that's represented. Each group has anywhere from 12 to 20 or so people. We're growing. Maybe we start a new group, but yeah, it's a great member benefit. We'd love to have you at our next meeting. And they, like I said, every week of the month, there's a lead share. So come visit, and we hope to see you soon. Anything else, Robbin?
No, just guaranteed to take your relationships to another level and really help you fast track the chamber. So if you haven't experienced it, come check it out. And you know what? I guarantee it will enable you to do what you want to accomplish this year, if you'll just allow it to percolate with all the relationships and create that great atmosphere that we're so well known for.
Perfect. All right, great. See you soon, Robbin. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So please welcome my next guest, Ms. Cheryl Brunner, VP Resource Development with Assistant League, Northern Virginia. Cheryl, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank
you for having me.
Oh my gosh, it's great to have you and for you to be here and share all that you are doing in this area for kids. So let's get started. So yeah, share a little bit about your background, because you are ideal for what you do, and how you came to Assistance League, and of course, specifically Assistant League of Northern Virginia.
Well, my own background is that I'm an attorney in Virginia. I'm not practicing anymore. I came to Assistance League via California.
Right.
I am a Californian, and I joined Assistance League in my late 20s. I moved east, and when a new chapter started, I was helpful in starting that. And when I returned to Northern Virginia, I rejoined this chapter.
I'm sure they knocked on your door. They were like, we want you back. Come on back. Well, I know it's a volunteer organization. So why don't you start a little bit more about how the organization itself got started?
It got started in response to the 1906 California earthquake.
Wow.
And Banning saw the devastation and the need, and she got a few friends together. They started to help and assist those who had been impacted by the earthquake, and that has continued until this day.
Oh, wow. So I know that started, I didn't realize it started so many years ago.
Yes, over 100. We are over 100 years old.
And so today, is the mission still the same? I know you guys are very focused on what you do specifically.
Our mission today is to feed, clothe, educate, and help to comfort children in need in Title I schools. That's not our official mission, but that's what we do.
What you do.
Which I think is more important.
Oh, very much so. Because again, we're trying to get the audience here to understand what you guys do and how we can help you. I mean, we love to share what you do, but it really is more about community and how we can give back and support you.
Well, the best way that you can give back and support us is join us.
Mm.
We are 61 members, and we could use to double that this year if that were at all possible. We would love to have anyone at all of in the chamber who would like to become a member, or anyone out there who has extra time and would like to become a member. If you want more information about that, you can go to our website at alnv.org. We also have wish lists. We are on Right Gift, and we are also on Amazon. If you
say that again, say that first one. I missed it.
Right Gift,
Right.
RIGHTGIFT.
Okay. I'm not familiar with it. That's why.
That's okay. We're on both of those, and you can pull us up and find out a way that you can give things to us that we need in order to help the kids in the schools. Currently, we are helping 5% of children in need in Prince William County, Fairfax County, and the city of Alexandria. Our goal is to get to 100%.
I love it. Yeah.
Increasing by 5% a year.
Yeah. And I mean, it's what, 1,600 students, I think you told me?
1,680 bags of food per month.
Wow.
However, we touch the lives with all of our programs of 7,200 children a year.
Yeah. Yeah. So share more about your program. I know you got this big event coming up in April too.
Oh, yes. We have a huge event coming up in April, and it's a fun event. It's called a Book and Author Luncheon, and it is featuring two authors who will be here, by the way. It's not just their books. Sean McFate,
excellent,
who used to be a paratrooper and ultimately an officer with the 82nd Airborne. And Sean is also a professor at Georgetown. He writes thrillers, and Jim Patterson compared him to Tom Clancy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he said he was another Tom Clancy, only possibly better. I had the pleasure of reading his most recent book, High Treason, and it left me on the edge of my seat. So
fantastic.
I would recommend it. Judy Pearson is also going to be there. Judy wrote the book Wolves at the Door, the very first biography of Virginia Hall. Virginia was an amputee who had a wooden leg because before World War II, that's all we had.
Yeah.
And she was dropped behind enemy lines in France, worked for quite some time, one of the most successful female spies we have ever had. And the Nazis started to get close to her, and she escaped over the Pyrenees on her wooden leg.
Wow.
And that is just a mind-blowing story. It really is.
That is a great story. So they're going to both be there. Where is it?
It's going to be at Springfield Country Club, and you can, in a few days, go to eventbrite.com, and it will take you to our location where you will be able to register. You'll also see an invitation on the website for Reston, and you'll be able to get your information that way. And most of you will get an email, if I have your email address, sending you an invitation as well. Feel free, if I don't have your email address, to send it to me at resdev@alnv.org.
Oh, that's great. That's great. And I know all this information is also on the website, and I'm sure that link to the Evite or Eventbrite will be there too, right?
That's correct.
And it's ALNVA.
No, ALNV.org.
.org. Okay, no way. ALNV.org. Okay, great. We'll have that up coming up on the screen. Oh, that's great. So what other programming do you do that you can share?
Right. Well, we, of course, do the food program.
Yeah.
We also purchase clothing for children.
Oh, okay.
We buy underwear, socks, t-shirts,
essentials, yep.
Sweats, yes, leggings. Children, especially in early grades, sometimes need a change of clothes while they're at school. Some children don't have clothes to come to school. Yeah. And if you can't dress like your peers, your self-confidence drops.
Yeah.
And you don't do as well in school, just like you don't do as well in school if you're hungry.
Right.
We provide shoes. Children need new shoes. One poor kid came to school and his shoes were way too tight and his feet were hurting. And one of the nurses noticed that and took him immediately into the office and was able to give him a pair of size 12 shoes. He was wearing a size 10 when he came to school. So these are the kinds of things we can help with. We also provide tutoring, one-on-one tutoring to children, and we provide books, literary books that they can pick a book a year for their birthday and take it home. Many of these children have never had a book in their house their entire lives. So by the time they finish sixth grade, they have 7 books.
That's
fabulous. 7 books.
That's fabulous. It sounds like this is great. I'm glad you shared so much. And I know we only have a short time together, but this has been really good to share with the community how they can help. And there's different places and ways other than just financial, so volunteering and joining to help get you to that 5% a year. I love your goal setting, because it really is about small percentages, but the impact is huge. It's really huge. And we can make a huge difference in Fairfax County. You said it's the city of Alexandria, Fairfax, and
Prince William County.
Prince William. That's great. Well, Cheryl, I want to thank you. You are a volunteer. All of you are volunteers. So I thank you for what you do in the community. And I'm really glad that we were able to share it today with folks. So yes, if you can assist and want to learn more, it's alnv.org. And if you want to get in touch with Cheryl, her contact information is also there.
Thank you so much for having me, Angela.
My absolute pleasure. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you soon.
So, yes, absolutely. Bye-bye.
So please welcome my next guest, vacation guru, Mr. Anoop Mittra with Cruise Planners. Anoop, welcome.
Thank you, Angela. Thank you for having me. And hello to everyone watching. As Angela said, my name is Anoop Mittra. I am with Cruise Planners, and we can help you plan your vacation like it's my own.
And let me tell you, and he does. He listens and does very well. You've been doing it for how long now, Anoop? 18? No?
So yeah, this is my 18th year in business. I started in 2005, and before that, I used to be in IT and telecommunications. I came to this country from India, working for Sprint International, and then
I know them well. That was my world back then too. Yeah, back in the IT days, right? The tech days.
Tech days. I was a project manager for them, doing international projects. So I used to travel quite a lot to Europe, to Asia, and that gave me the travel bug. And when I lost my job, when the economy went south in 2004, 2005, I lost my job. I started this business. So because I love traveling so much, I said, I'm going to do something with travel. And I opened my own home-based travel agency and have not looked back since then.
And you're doing great. Well, we had an opportunity to meet through the Chamber of Commerce, and here you are, and you've been helping myself and my husband do traveling and all our friends. So yeah, tell us a little bit more. I think if people don't know, you're not just about cruises. So tell us more about your services and who they're designed for.
Yes. So Cruise Planners has been around for a long time. I've been with them for 18 years, but the company has been around for over 26 years now. Wow. And they started as a franchise organization to sell home-based franchisees, give the opportunity to sell travel because the whole travel industry model changed when the internet came.
Yeah,
brick and mortar travel agencies were no longer there, but the business shifted to home-based agencies. Yep. Travel agents are still there helping millions of clients book their next vacation. And that's what we do. So Cruise Planners has grown to now over 2,000 agents. And I've been very lucky to work with them. We used to be part of American Express Travel, but that ended last year. We are part of Signature Travel Network now. So Cruise Planners is an independent company, but they are affiliated with Signature Travel Network. And Signature Travel Network is a big conglomerate. They're not a consumer-facing company, but they have deep connections with all the suppliers, cruise lines, hotels, resorts. So we get a lot of benefit of unpublished pricing that you will never see online when we make bookings for our clients. So I tell people all the time, I can save you time, money, and hassle. So when you work with a travel agent, we get paid by the supplier, so I don't charge you any fees. Right, I don't charge anybody any fees, and I save them time and money.
Very much so. And so, I mean, I know there's a stat out there that says people spend more time planning for their vacation than their business, which is a sad truth. But what do you think most of the challenges are, what people are when they travel? I mean, for me, you're right. It is about kind of getting the best deal, but it's also about knowing the area. And I know you've got a lot of resources to help your clients. So
Exactly. So, all the suppliers that we sell or we deal with, whether it's cruise line, resorts, all inclusives, and other tour operators, they spend a lot of time, money, and effort to train us.
right.
So they give us options to travel all over the world, and I have been doing that to gain personal knowledge of the destination. We do attend a lot of webinars and other training sessions, so as to update myself. So even though I may not have been everywhere, I plan to, but I still have a lot of knowledge about what you should see when you are in Tuscany, for example. There are so many different small little towns in Tuscany area, or what your itinerary should look like when you want to go to South Africa. So, or when you want to go to India. So there are some destinations I do specialize in, like India. I grew up there, so I know that market very well. But I can help with my training and my knowledge that I gain by traveling myself and by attending trainings, so I can guide the client properly that this is what they should not do and this is what they definitely should do during their trip.
And you also get these great itineraries that you just said are unpublished, so a lot of people can take. So if, for example, say, hey, James and I want to go to the Mediterranean on a cruise, that something coming up might be last minute, or transatlantic, for that example. Something may come up last minute, and you can say, hey, if you guys are open to traveling in the next X period of time, take advantage of this great deal.
That is absolutely right. When people look on the internet, when they go online, and there's a saying in the industry that online is for looking, but travel agents are for booking. You can look online all the time, but internet will never tell you that a better deal is coming next week.
Right.
So, but as travel agents, we have access to that information. And because suppliers tell us where they are having trouble filling space, or where they are running a special. So I can tell the client, hey, this is not a good week to book. Wait for another week or two. I will save you money.
Right.
So that's the service that internet will never, ever be able to provide, because internet is in the transaction business. They are not in the travel business. So they want to just do a transaction and then move on to the next client. So that's not my business. My business is one-to-one personal relationship with my clients. So not only I get their business again, I get so many referrals from them. Almost 70% plus of my business is from existing clients and from referrals that I get.
Absolutely. Well, again, when you do such a great job, and Anoop is going to be looking out for your best interest, but a lot of people run into trouble. Vacations and travel is not easy. So who do we call? It's great to have one kind of central person to rely on for that help.
Exactly. And then that's the other trouble that people come into when they book online, that you got it. You think you got a good deal on whatever.com, and then you booked it. And then when the travel started, now you have a flight delay, or you have unforeseen cancellation, things like that. Who do you call? You call that 800 number. The call is going to go from person to person who has no idea about what you booked, how it was booked, what was the price code, and other things. But I have answered my phones at 3 a.m, 4 a.m for clients who've been calling me from Europe when a situation comes, and they do come. You've been seeing in the news, what's happening with the airline industry over the last few months. So, travel agents provide that service free of charge most of the time. I don't charge anything extra. I don't tell my clients when they call at 4 a.m. that, hey, what's your credit card number?
Right.
I'm there to help them, because they are in a situation where I can help them better than a .com can help them. So, and that makes our relationship even deeper, because all my clients basically become my friends, So, it's the business I love to do, and I love to help plan vacations for people, but I'm there to support everything that I book.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, time always flies when you're having fun. What's the best way for people watching to contact you and get your information and booking their next exotic adventure?
Absolutely. So, these days, of course, everyone has a phone, so everyone has internet all the time. The best way to reach out to me is through my website. which is www.vacationavenue.com.
I love it.
And once you get there, you will see my contact information, both phone, email, Facebook, Twitter. I answer to all those channels, through all those channels. So yeah, that's the best way to reach me. And then, once you get there, email it to me so that I get your email address. That way we can connect, or you can text me on my mobile phone.
Perfect. Well, Anoop, thank you so much. It's been great to get to know you through the chamber. You've been an active member of Reston chamber, of course, and work with a lot of people there. But if you're looking to go travel anywhere just to get some ideas or get some advice and direction, Anoop is your man. So thanks for being here, Anoop. I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank
you, Angela. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Well, there you have it. Another great business focus produced by the Great Business Focus. Did I do it right? No, I think I did it wrong. All right, let me try it again, Jerry. Sorry. Well, there you have it. Another fabulous business focus produced by the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce. What a great way to kick off 2023. Fabulous guests that we had. Miss Robbin Shefski talking about lead share. If you're interested in growing your business and attending a chamber lead share program, don't visit Mr. Sorry, Jerry. I'm not going to stop and start. I'm just going to keep going and you're going to edit this out. Okay. What a fabulous business focus produced by the Greater Reston Chamber of Commerce. Thank you to my guest to kick off 2023 with me today, Miss Robbin Shefski, #1 networker in the area, probably in the country as far as I'm concerned. Here, talk to us about Chamber Lead Share. Go visit Mr. Philip Asante over at the Chamber and visit one of our fabulous groups. Get your business going for 2023. And then, of course, Cheryl Brunner. What great things the Assistant League of Northern Virginia is doing for children in the area. So many different ways to get involved. Definitely look them up. And then, of course, where are we going next? Anoop Mittra with Cruise Planners. I'm so excited for 2023. See you next time.